Okay, questions for famous birthdays. Here we go. Question 1. Have you ever seriously considered quitting social media? I mean, no, because like I do things in a bit of a different way. If I want a break from social media, I just take a break. Like, no one needs to know about it, and sort of like it never normally lasts for longer than a week, and in that week I'll work on my music or TV presenting skills with my brother or whatever it might be, and just try and benefit in the best way possible. No one needs to know about that if I'm taking a little cheeky break. Oh dear. Question 2, if you could go on a dream vacation anywhere, where would you go and what would you do? I would definitely go to Japan, Tokyo specifically, and then, I mean, I want to go loads of places in Asia. I've never properly been to Asia before, and it's one of my favorite places. And yeah, in Japan, I mean, I'd love to try loads of different foods. I'd love to sort of go to different theme parks that they have, because they have loads of cool things going on in Japan, and just really experience it properly. That's my ideal holiday for sure. If you could meet any 3 people, dead or alive, who would you meet? My first one has to be Avicii. May he rest in peace. Me and my brother grew up listening to all of his music. He really inspired us with his stuff, and is just an amazing guy, amazing producer. If I'm ever anywhere near as good as Avicii was, my life would be complete. He's so sick. Love him so much. That's just one person. I need to do the other 2 now. Who else would I want to meet? I mean, this is the thing. I would have said Ariana Grande, but she went and got married, so it's pointless now. So might as well just meet Pete Davidson so I can ask him how it was. How does he do it, man? That's crazy. And do you know what? I'd also then want to meet Kanye West to learn that side of the story. Those 3, that would definitely be an interesting set of people to meet for sure. Next question, if you could take control of anyone's Instagram account for a day, who would it be? Kanye West. I just need to help that man, and he's, oh wow, I don't know what's going on with that, and I hope this is still topical at the time that this is posted, but wow. Like that, it's a lot at the moment, and I feel for his PR team. I can't lie, I like Kanye's music. I like Kanye as a person. I think he's really funny. Some of his choices aren't the best, I must say, and some of his things that he says, but like, I just want to help him. That's all I want to do. Wow, what a man. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Now, I'm kind of a weird guy when it comes to this. I, every so often, have this really weird, like, salad combo where I have a couple of sort of, like, whether it be lettuce, cucumber, a couple different vegetables. I'm not going to get into that. But then I'm obsessed with bacon bits. That basically, if any of you are American watching or from any other countries, you guys have bacon bits and it's like chopped up pieces of bacon. Nah, that's not what I like. It's these little like they're like mini croutons, and they're flavored like bacon, but they're completely I'm pretty sure they're actually vegan. I'm not vegan, but like, it's cool that it's vegan. And then like I have croutons as well. I might have some prawns sometimes. It's like this big sort of like spread of food where I can decide what I eat. It's like, it's sort of cheating the system really, because it's not one solid meal, but yeah. And what? You stop me. Next question, what advice would you give to your past self? Just don't worry about it. Like, especially when I was in school, all the time I was worried about whether I had enough friends or whether I was doing the right thing or whatever. But realistically, school, you're just there to learn. Like, and you get a lot of life experiences as well. But as soon as you get past school, like that whole culture, that whole life goes away. And whatever position or sort of superiority anyone had at school, it disappears, man. Life is its whole other game. Like, school is completely different to that. There is sort of like a horrible culture where a lot of the time bullying happens and people really do have quite a tough time, but then as soon as school's over, the people that were at the top usually go to the bottom, to be honest. They're quite lucky to stay at the top if they are throughout school. So honestly, to anyone else out there who needs to hear this, don't worry about it. The rest of your life will hopefully go up from there. School's a tough time, but you learn a lot at the same time, so yeah. So, next question. Who were the first creators you followed on social media? Now, when I was quite young, me and my friend Dobby, who works with us a lot of the time, we used to watch this guy called Tanner Brongart, and he did like loads of flips and stuff. Me and Dobby loved doing flips and all that kind of stuff. And so we loved his YouTube videos, and the weirdest thing happened. So this was years ago now. I think we were either at a VidCon or a playlist or something like that. And I was at this sort of desk behind the scenes at VidCon. No, I think it was Playlist. And I was just playing this game, and my brother actually saw Tanner Brongart and sort of like grabbed him and said, "My brother watches all your videos. Can you just go and like tap him on the shoulder?" So he taps me on the shoulder. I turn around. I'm like, "Oh, hello. This is awesome." Like, and then the whole weekend we just like spent it with each other. We were just like talking about what each other did, and we had breakfast with each other most mornings, and it was a great time. And I actually haven't spoken to Tanner much since, but that weekend was great for me. I loved spending it with him. We filmed some cool videos, and yeah, it was all really, really sick. So that was one of the first people I followed on social media. Do you see social media as your long-term career path, or do you see yourself doing something else? Now, me and my brother always see ourselves doing like loads of other things. We love to be involved in as much as we can, whilst obviously having a cap on it, because we can't do everything. That's not fair. But we try and do, so we do TV presenting in the UK. We do quite a lot of that. We do music as well, which we're hoping to sort of rebrand currently and bring out a new sound for our fans and everyone new to hear, which we're really excited about. But then I don't think we'll ever leave social media, because it's sort of it's what built us from the ground up. It's what everyone knows us for, and I think we can always do social media as well as these other platforms that we're trying to break through with. And I think we've done a decent job with TV at the moment. We're really happy with where we are, and as I said, we're working on the music, so hopefully that grows bigger and we can go further with that in the future. But I think social media will always be a part of that. So yeah, we'll never leave social media, and Harvey will make sure of it, because he's the one that edits all the videos, and I come up with a lot of the ideas, but I don't know how to edit, so it's like I'm useless when it comes to that. I'll just do the music. That's me. I'll do that. Next question, what are your favourite movies of all time? I mean, my all-time favourite movie is a bit of I'll call it an R-rated one, so if you're younger, definitely don't watch this one, but it's The Fourth Purge. So it's called The First Purge, but it's a prequel to all the other Purges. I think it's just amazing. Like, the music in the movie is incredible. I actually have a bit of a shameful thing to sort of say, is I think I saw that movie in cinema about 6 times, which is a lot for me. I don't know about anyone else, but I genuinely saw that in a movie theatre cinema 6 times. That's a lot, but I love the film so much, so it was worth it for me. Next question, what is something that most people follow you don't know about you? Is actually that I'm learning how to DJ. So I've got a really cool Pioneer DJ desk. It's actually under my desk here. I'm not going to get it out now because it's quite massive. But sort of when I have a bit of free time, which isn't a lot at the moment, I wish I had more free time. I've been learning how to DJ, and we worked with some guys recently who actually gifted me that DJ desk, and I'm hoping to reach out to them soon, and they'll give me some lessons and pointers and whatnot. But yeah, it's a skill I've always wanted to learn, and it's also to do with music, which I just love everything about music. And hopefully I'll be good enough to sort of DJ some crowds. I mean, I actually already have, to be fair, but it's not to a good extent. I've literally just like got up a Spotify playlist and gone, yeah, put that on Mr. Brightside, works every time. But yeah, no, hopefully I'll be a good enough DJ to maybe even make my own songs and play them for crowds one day, but that would be a totally different, that's like in years time, not now. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, well, do you know what? I have 2. I kind of have 2. And they sort of fall under the same thing. So I'll go with the first overall one. It's like the big bubble is manners. Like, if people have bad manners, That's a huge pet peeve for me. Like, just your generic pleases and thank yous and whatever it needs to be. And then this other thing that sort of falls under manners is when people really loudly burp around me. Doesn't matter who it is. I don't have a preference whether it's boys or girls. I'm not picky about it. Whoever burps around me, it's a problem. Like, I feel that there's no need for it. I know it's a natural gas and all that, but if I'm able to sort of keep it quiet or save it for another time, then surely everyone else is. But that's just my opinion. I don't like it. That's all. Keep your burping to yourself, you filthy animals. What is your favorite video you've ever posted? Do you know what? Me and Harvey have been doing, Harvey's my brother, by the way, I haven't really cleared that up at all throughout this. Me and my brother Harvey, we've been doing quite a lot of interesting videos on TikTok at the moment where we take a song. It's usually been actually like a musical song, so if anyone likes musicals, we've been doing a lot of that on our TikTok at the moment. And we take a song, we've done songs from Encanto, songs from Hamilton, we've got a new one coming from Dear Evan Hansen. It might be out by the time this Q&A is out, but yeah, so they've been getting like millions of views at the moment. And I think my favorite one of those ones has probably been Come Alive that we did from The Greatest Showman. That was one of the better ones we did for sure. But I've loved all of those, to be honest. And then the Encanto one blew up as well. I think it's almost on like 4 million views on TikTok, which is sick for us because we sometimes struggle with music doing well on TikTok, but I feel like we're getting there now. It's sort of our other stupid videos that always do well on TikTok, like us hurting ourselves or like whatever it might be. But it's a great app. Love it. I do. What is your favorite holiday? Now, my favorite holiday is between two. One of the favorite places I've been has to have been Buenos Aires in Argentina. We went out there for the Youth Olympics. We filmed loads of stuff, made ourselves look like idiots because we're kind of terrible at sports. I am getting back into sports now, actually. I'm playing football a lot, and hopefully going to be doing some charity matches later in the year. But yeah, no, at the Youth Olympics, we made ourselves look like fools, but people seemed to love us out there. We brought out these dinosaur suits that we sort of ran around the Olympic Village in, and it was all just a really nice experience. We got to interview Tony Hawk, which was awesome. Like, as kids, me and Harvey always used to play his skateboard game on the Xbox or whatever it was on, and just seeing him there, I was like, wow. And then someone was like, do you want to interview Tony? I was like, yes, please, now. And we ended up asking him what his favorite vegetable was, which is the worst question ever, but I think the nerves got the better of us and really ruined that interview. But it was quite entertaining, to be fair. And yeah, so that was one of my favorite trips. I love all of our trips to the States as well. They're amazing. Just getting to go to so many different places, like Florida with Universal and Disney, and LA with Universal and Disney. I just kind of like theme parks. That's my big thing. And then I like seeing different parts of America and how much they differ as well. So that's always really cool. Which one of your accomplishments are you most proud of? I think the fact that I haven't tried to throw Harvey at a wall yet. No, I'm kidding. But it's probably actually last year we managed to play, I think it was 3 different headline stages at festivals, and there were some pretty massive festivals in the UK, and it was just such a major moment for us. We had our band as well. We got these 2 guys called Luca and Eden. They're amazing on drums and guitar, and it was one of the first moments I've really felt, wow, we're properly doing something with music now. Like, I was really excited, and am excited to carry that on in the future and work on some awesome stuff. To hopefully then in the next few years do some even bigger festivals, and like, yeah, it was just so sick. And we one of the festivals we played before the headline act, so it was just like we couldn't ask for it. Like, it was mental for us. We were so shocked that we even got given that slot. So yeah, no, that was really cool, and probably one of my favorite achievements for sure. Thank you so much. I've been Max Mills of Max and Harvey, and if you like this video, I think my brother did one too, so you don't have to watch it. He'll probably just be rambling loads like me, but and he's probably picked the same questions and answered them exactly the same, so this whole thing is just like, it's flawed. I should have just like got my ukulele out and sung, because I know he can't do that, so that would have been different at least. But yeah, Merry Christmas, happy birthday, and good yep, bye, thanks.